It's a beautiful Saturday as Rangers made it 3-0 against Livingston. Half of what I predicted, but here, I'll take my wins two at a time. It may have been -6. We put the heating on. It's -3, and I've got a feeling we're going to turn it up a wee bit more. Welcome back to the channel. And all we had to do today was win, and we did. Livy are awful. I believe it was 32 shots to 0. They are down. They are doomed. In the past, I've had a wee bit of love for Livy. I'm like, they make the Tony Macaroni a wee hard place to go. It's a cool action scene, so to speak, but not doing it for me anymore. I like Martindale. I think he's a good guy, but he's funny. He adds something to the game, but his team does not. They're abysmal. They need to go. They need to get relegated for the sake of this league. They bring no fans. They brought 54, which is pretty bad numbers. They play the worst football you'll ever see. The league's so much better with like a Raith Rovers in it, Dunfermline. I don't like Dundee United, but Jesus Christ, the league as a whole is better with them in it. Livy though, yeah, mince. But was this performance mince for Rangers? I mean, considering, of course, for the offence that happened earlier on, Celtic and Aberdeen drawn, it means we can go top of the league on Tuesday if we score 6 goals. We've scored 3. I think we could have scored more against Livy. Did they sit deep? Yes. Did they play terrorist football, as people would call it, like Michael Beale? Yes, they did not want to come out. And I thought from our point of view, it was a wee bit poor that we couldn't score more goals and it took us so long to break them down. But all that really matters is 3 points at the end of the day. But we did kick off the game. It was quite strong. Showed good intent within like the first 15 seconds. We're straight up the pitch with Fabio Silva. Ryan Jack has a long shot with some corners, but nothing really clear cut in there. And then the bad news of the day is Leon Balogun is off injured. Not too sure how that's going to be, but that's the last thing we wanted, man. And Clement did switch the team around a wee bit, but Balogun go. Hopefully that's not going to be anything long term. Hopefully it's just a wee, simple wee knock, and he'll be all right. But anyway, going into the game, we have another corner whipped in to the box. I thought John Suter actually was all right when he came on, but this was a game for your attacking players rather than your defenders and goal. I mean, see Jack Butland, what was he doing? I mean, this was a free one for him. Apart from, the odd goal kick he had to collect, that's all he did. I don't even know if Livy had a corner in the game, but ball whipped in. It's questionable whether or not Goldson's got a high boot here, but I mean, he doesn't even make contact with the guy. It's not like the Livy guy flies to the ground and his head split open. I mean, he simply just goes, Connor Goldson. And then Connor Goldson's like, no. Fabio Silva's in, no. And he just puts it into the back of net. Wee bit of deflection on it, gets his first Rangers goal. That's what I like to see. You start up front for Rangers, especially against the worst team in the league. You need to be providing something. And he did. He provides the first goal of the game. And then straight after, Borna Barisic finds Matondo. I thought the link up was pretty bad all game, these two, but here, I don't know. Don't know what's going on between them. Matondo shoots, deflects into the back of the net. Would it win in without the deflection? Probably not, but here, I don't care. I made it 2-0 for half time, and that wrapped it up. 1-0 against any team. I say against any team. Probably against Livy, 1-0. You're still going to win because they're so bad, man. Just look at them sitting there, 13 points. Way more games played than everyone above them. I say way more, like 2 or 1, but here, they could have 20 games in hand. I still think they'd go down, so that doesn't really matter. We go into the second half. Some great play here. Ball fired across to Todd Cantwell. Who got the assist? It was Ross McCausland. Those two getting a lot of hate. Good to see them both contributing to a goal. And McCausland, good game of day. I like the fact we've seen the likes of Cortez come on. He looked alright. I'm not going to judge the guy after one game. And like I say, I mean, it was just total domination for us. I could sit here and bore you for 10 minutes talking about chances, but the reality is we won. We got 3 goals. I would have liked more, but it's 3 points. That's really all that mattered today. We've closed the gap to 3 points. It started the day at 5. Expecting Aberdeen not to do us a favour, so that's a great thing. Midweek we play Aberdeen. It'll be a tough game at home. Aberdeen new manager bounce, but they've got rid of Robson. It's the third in control it was or whatever. Stain or something, Fiend, I can't remember what his name is. So hopefully we can Livin, something like that, man, whatever his name is. So hopefully we can lay the smack down, get the job done against Aberdeen, and then hopefully go top on Tuesday night. How great would that be? This team's got to take this opportunity. I mean, I think both teams at the top of the league are very average. But here, it's about who's got the cojones, who's got the fight to step up the task. It's time for these players that we've bashed for the majority of this season and last, a lot of them, and for the last few years, the people who've been there, the old guard for a bunch, like 4 or 5 years. It's time for them to step up and cement themselves into a better position in the history of this football club. You know, we talk about Tav getting Hall of Fame and Goldson, you know, he's been here a long time, etc. I want to see them step up and get another league title. I think it would be shite if Tav left with like one league title. Let's hopefully get a few more before Tav goes. But the momentum's in our corner, man. Desser's missed a few chances. He missed a complete open net, and we knew Dessers would miss chances here. It's all right missing an open net, right? 3-0 up against Livy. It's all right missing about 5 chances in a row against Dumbarton, but it's the big games that's going to cost us. And I don't want to sound like a broken record. I repeated it for 31 days of January and the first day of February. We should have signed a striker. We didn't. We got to move on. But you just have that in the back of your mind. You think, that's going to cost us. And I just hope with Celtic collapsing and the meltdown at their board, the outrage, we can just capitalise and leave them in our dust. How great would it be going into the next Old Firm with like a 6-point gap? It might happen. It might happen. It might no.